much, much more. Fabled Enemies. Get the DVD at Infowars.com or see it in super high quality, along with hundreds of other titles at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Either you are with us or you are with the terrorists.
You don't have to be in the military to enjoy military surplus savings. Right now at MainMilitary.com, you'll find savings on the top must-have military supplies. M10 gas masks for $12 or 3 for $30. Gas mask hoods $4 or 3 for $10. Mask filters $6 or 3 for $15. Save big on British chemical suits, only $12. Israeli gas masks $20. Trigger finger gloves $5 a pair or $36 a dozen. Snowshoe binding for $8 or $48 a dozen, and so much more. Even hard-to-find surplus items, all at surplus prices. Preparing the whole family has never been so affordable at MainMilitary.com. MainMilitary.com, one of the last surviving true surplus stores in the country. Shop now at MAINE Military.com or call 877-608-0179. That's 877-608-0179 today.
Gentlemen, I know you need no reminder that Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Obviously, you have the perfect gift in mind. Well, just in case you might know someone that may need some gift ideas, tell them about EnduringRose.com. We all know that flowers are a woman's favorite gift, but they only last a short time. EnduringRose.com has taken this gift and made it into one that will endure and last forever. Dipped in 24-karat gold, these real roses, single rose or bouquets, preserve your message of love for a lifetime. You can also shop for other ridiculously romantic gifts like jewelry and adorable stuffed animals. You can't go wrong at EnduringRose.com. Oh, and tell them there's a military discount and they can get free shipping on qualified orders. That website again is EnduringRose.com. ENDURING Rose.com, or call 702-453-7455. That's 702-453-7455.
These are strange new days. Foreclosures are at record highs. People are losing their jobs. The threat of a terrorist attack looms. Food supplies are at an all-time low, and now we have a new untested president. The time of change is upon us, and to those of you who are in the know, you realize that the most difficult times have yet to be seen. Self-preparedness is the key to survival. Internet Grocer understands your needs and is prepared to help you through these difficult times. Internet Grocer has some of the most affordable prices on storable foods. Feed a family of 4 for up to a year or more and enjoy creamy, delicious real cheddar cheese in a can. Indulge in real canned meats and real canned butter. Call 903-356-6443. That's 903-356-6443 from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Or shop online at internet-grocer.net. Again, that's internet-grocer.net.
The preacher man says it's the end of time, and the Mississippi River, she's a going dry.
All right, folks, we're back. It's the Alex Jones Show. I am Jason Bermas, sitting in all week long, and my latest film is Fabled Enemies. You can get it right now over at Infowars.com. You can also get other great titles like Endgame and 9/11 Chronicles Truth Rising. Right now, we're discussing what the future holds for Afghanistan with CIA veteran Ray McGovern. And, again, in my viewpoint, it really looks like a redistribution of forces in the Middle East. I really just don't see U.S. power leaving there completely, especially with the rising tensions in India and Pakistan especially. What's your take on what's going on over there, Ray?
I think you're tending in the right direction there, Jason. People asked me during the campaign, why is it that Barack Obama is so eager to make Afghanistan his, he doesn't realize it, but make it his Vietnam, or his Iraq, I mean, there's no percentage in it at all. Why is he doing this? Well, I'm no expert on domestic politics, but I guess I figured, he thinks he needs to say those things to win the election. Well, now he's won the election. They are trimming their sails a little bit. I do hope that they will convene this kind of commission or study group or group of wise men and women to reassess what our equities there, what our objectives are. But I hope, too, that they'll look into the history of Afghanistan because, what people should know, people who admire warriors and conquerors like Alexander the Great, he tried Afghanistan. He was just trying to get to China, right? But as soon as he got into Afghanistan, he got such a bloody nose that they drove him back. These insurgents, these militants, they drove him back. The year was 329 of the Common Era, okay? And I have to do a play on words here. It was a common error, too, because since then the British, the Russians, and now we and NATO are trying to repeat the same era that happened in 329 of the current era. Now, what happened, of course, was he was trying to get to China, but he couldn't get through Afghanistan because the same incredibly ferocious folks who don't like their land invaded were there at the time. Then you fast forward, how many centuries here? We're talking now 1800. So 1,500 years later, the British decide, well, they're going to do it. Why? Well, because the emir or whoever it was that was ruling some of Afghanistan there in Kandahar and Kabul, they seemed to be a little too close to the Russians, and that would imperil the British dominion in India. And so the British, that they could do what they wanted in the 19th century, so they sent 16,500 troops into Afghanistan. And guess what? They didn't prevail, and this white stuff started coming down from the sky, and it was very, very cold. And it was just like Napoleon going into Russia. They tried to get out of Afghanistan, and guess what? Every one of those 16,500 men were killed, save one who lived to tell the tale. So we're talking now, not 329, we're talking 1839, okay? Now, after that, the British kept going back in there. There were huge reprisals, lots of people massacred in Kabul, and they played around with this right through the First World War. Into the Second World War, the RAF was still bombing places in Afghanistan. What did it get them? Zilch. The Russians, as we all know, spent a decade trying to prevail, whatever that means, in Afghanistan, were finally driven out, and that was a contributing factor to the implosion of the Soviet Union. So now we're going to go into Afghanistan. We're going to go in there with, not 32,000, but maybe 30,000 more, 62,000. Give me a break. Look at that country. If you flattened Afghanistan, you know how big it would be? Big as China, for Pete's sake. It's an incredibly mountainous place. It's incredibly difficult to, quote, prevail in Afghanistan. So what I dearly hope is that Obama will sit down with people who know something about the area, the Robert Fisks of this world, the people who have lived there and tasted Afghanistan, sit down and learn what's really going on there and not depend on people like Bobby Yates. I'll tell you a little vignette. When he was my analyst there for the Middle East, sometimes he had a little sense of humor, and he'd say, with Afghanistan, I remember C.W. Fields. What he said when, I spent 2 weeks in Afghanistan one time, lost my corkscrew, terrible country, terrible time, okay? Well, that's symptomatic of what it is when you get there. Whether you lose your corkscrew or not, you're going to lose your rear end. And they ought to stay out of there and tamp down that conflict.
All right, it's the Alex Jones Show. We're going to be taking your calls on the other side for Ray McGovern and myself. Infowars.com, prisonplanet.tv.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Do you have aches and pains or suffer from indigestion or inflammation? Are you tired of feeling restless from insomnia? These symptoms are produced by negative toxins, but with the correct information, understanding, and care, you can cleanse them from your body. AlloMaster.com would like to help you begin the road to recovery with aloe vera. For over 4,000 years, aloe vera has been known for its therapeutic and healing properties and is widely recognized as the plant that helps alleviate minor burns. AlloMaster.com picks the best aloe aloe leaves and produces the most potent aloe vera concentrated juices and freeze-dried capsules you can find. AloeMaster.com offers products with 10 times the potency of ordinary aloe products, enhanced